Hello guys, welcome once again to another video in our YouTube channel. So for those of you who have not yet subscribed to our channel and able to subscribe, turn on your notifications so that whenever videos are uploaded you'll be notified to come and watch. Like the video, share the video with your friends because many interesting things are going to be upcoming in this channel as always. So stay tuned as we move into what we have for you today. Alright, so today I'm going to be presenting to you guys the entrance examination into the National Advanced School of Public Works Yaoundé. So my name is already written there, and the organization which is presenting this to you is called MAFA, and the full meaning of MAFA is simply Mathematics Academy for Africa. Okay, so this presentation or this information I'm about to pass to you guys is very important, especially for you guys who are planning to write the entrance examination into the National Advanced School of Public Works Yaoundé. I am a student from there, a student engineer, almost done, and I'm going to give you guys the tips on how to prepare for the Concour in this video. I'm going to tell you how to get Concour questions and prepare effectively. I'm going to tell you when the Concour is going to be written. I'm going to tell you how to check your name maybe after registration. I'm going to tell you the registration deadline. I'm going to tell you where to pay, the various things you have to do to register and all the rest. Okay, so I'm also going to tell you how the school is. Yes, I've been there for 4 years, so I know exactly how it is. So for those of you who are pure Anglophones, I'm going to give you some of my experiences there because I entered there as a pure Anglophone and it was not easy. All right, so I'm going to gist you guys very well. So at the end of this video, endeavor to comment if you have any questions concerning the school. If you want presentations of other schools, then I'm going to bring students from those other schools to the channel to be able to talk to you guys and better orientate you guys. All right, so this video is actually, I'm going to be talking basically about public works. I might even tell you guys how I prepared for the Concour. Okay, all right, so let us begin with what public works is. First of all, I'm very sorry that I'm not going to be changing from one slide to another like I usually do in the previous videos. The slide you see here is the only slide that is going to be there till the end of the video. All right, I'm not actually having a lot of time to prepare something, but you know that in things like this, when you sit down and prepare something, you might not actually say everything because you're not going to prepare, you're not going to speak on everything. But if you're just doing a raw video, then you can just be saying things. All right, you're just going to be saying things that are coming to your mind, and whether in an organized manner or not in an organized manner, there's no problem. I'm just trying to tell you guys that this video is raw. Okay, it is not it's not kind of a video that I already prepared what I have to say or whatsoever. The video is actually I just pick up my machine and I just say, anyways, students have been over disturbing me these days concerning concourse and all the rest, so let me just see if I can present something to them. And basically, like I said, I don't really have time to sit and prepare a good presentation to in an orderly manner, like to be changing slides like I usually do. So just pay keen attention to what I am going to be saying here. Okay, pay keen attention. Like I said, at the end of this video, endeavor to share with your friends who are confused, who need more information and orientation about the schools. Also comment if maybe you're writing a different Concour and you actually need to know more about that school. Okay, just comment. I'm going to get my friends from those other schools to present about their schools, because they better understand their school than I do. I might just know a little few things about their school, but it's preferable that they speak for their school. So me, I'm speaking for my school because I've been there and I master everything about it already, so I can better present to you guys about it. All right, so Public Works Yaoundé is an engineering school. Okay, it's an engineering school that offers a master's degree program. Master's degree program is actually a 5-year program, but guys, normally we are doing the 6 years, so we are not doing 5 years. This is just, in fact, like I said in this video now, I'm giving you guys a reality that exists. All right, it's actually 5-year program according, like, on paper, but in reality we actually do 6 years. You do 5 years and then they now give you maybe 6 months or 6 months to prepare your defense and all the rest, and then now maybe after preparing your defense, now you'll be waiting for them to program you to come and defend, so you might make another 3 months or whatever. But basically, with respect to the school system, is 6 years program, but we do 5 years in school. Okay, then now the last year, like I said, they can give you 5 months or 6 months pending. In fact, you're going to be pending defense, you'll be just be waiting to defend, but you're going to school for 5 years normally. All right, so we are going to take what is on paper. It's a 5-year program, a 5-year master degree program. All right, which you enter the school from level 1, meaning that to get into public works, you don't enter via level 3 like other schools can have. You enter only via level 1, but there are some departments that were launched, something like transport. I don't have much idea about it because I was not interested in it, that you can enter from year 3 and you can enter in year 4, I think, and you do year 4 and year 5 and you have your masters. But normally for you to enter, you must have done maybe 3 years in a university or in a different engineering school to obtain a bachelor's before you can be able to complete a master's degree there. But in the engineering and the architecture field in public works, you enter in year 1. You don't break on the way. You do 5 years completely and you have your master's degree in engineering. That's the first advantage about the school. The very first advantage is that if you see schools like Fet Boya, Kot Boya, I think there you do 4 years and you have a bachelor's degree in engineering. And if you want to have a master's degree in engineering, I think you're going to do 2 years again. You see, you're going to do 2 years again in a different school. So it, at the end of the day, it's 6 years, because you are public works, you are going to do 5 years on paper, but normally we are doing 6 years to get a master's. But just that we are not breaking on the way, we are going continuously from year 1 to year 5. You have your master's degree. All right, so these are the various fields that are offered in public works, the various engineering fields. Because some of you might want to write public works, but you might want to do mechanical engineering and then you want to write public works. Public works is not your place. There are schools for that. Public works don't offer. In fact, first thing, public works is the best engineering school in Cameroon. Google, okay, just Google search. Public works currently is the best engineering school in Cameroon. So what are the fields that are being offered in public works? There are 2 cycles. We have architecture and we have engineering. So you have the architecture cycle and the engineering cycle. Now in the architecture cycle, you guys just do architectural engineering. So you do 5 years and you obtain a master's degree in architecture. That's from year 1 to year 5, you're doing architecture based. Okay, now in the engineering program, it is now divided into 2. In the previous years, it was just engineering. We call it MENS, Masters in Engineering. For architecture, we call it MASH, Masters in Architecture. Engineering, we call it MENS, Masters in Engineering. So for the engineering program, in the previous years, it was just called MENS. But now, according to the communique that was released by the school for this entrance examination, it is now divided into 2. We have MENS and we have MENS Town Planning. I'm going to explain as we go further. But nevertheless, these are the fields that are offered under the engineering cycle. We have civil engineering, we have environmental engineering, we have rural engineering, which is town planning, and we have land survey engineering, which is topography. So those are the 4 fields that are offered. And then for architecture, it is just architecture. So those of you who want to do electrical engineering, computer engineering, public works is not your place. All right, so you need this orientation to know exactly what you have to do, that if you want to become a civil engineer. And you should know that public works is the best engineering school, so it distinguishes itself. It actually, in all the fields it offers, is the best school that offers those fields. All right, so you not see public works offering computer engineering, no, but all the fields that it offers, it is the best school that offers those fields. So I'm going to advise you that if you want to become a civil engineer, an environmental engineer, an architect, a topographer, or a town planner, a rural engineer, write public works and make sure you pass, because that's the best school that we offer, that will give you that training and take you to accomplish your dreams. All right, okay, so those are the fields that are done in public works, the engineering fields and the architecture fields, and the it's just architecture marsh. The engineering fields are already listed. Now what next can I say? All right, let's now talk about let's talk about the deadline. Yes, a deadline. You need this information space. When is a Concour written, or when is the deadline to deposit your documents, and what are the documents you have to deposit? Now, I don't actually, I think 4 years ago that I passed the Concour, so I cannot really recall the documents very well. But there is an arrêté, there's a communique that contains the documents in both engineering and architecture that you have to compile and deposit in there at Public Works Yaoundé, if you're in Yaoundé, or you deposit in any center. You just check the communique now, and then if there's a center of deposition in your region, you go and deposit at that center. But if it is not there, you need to look for a way to deposit elsewhere. Yes, you need to look for a way to deposit in another center that is not in your region, and you need to travel and go and write there. So you should be very vigilant. Those of you who are in maybe Marua like that, or Garua, try to check if there are public work centers there. All right, writing centers, before you go and start preparing your documents, and then at the end of the day you waste your money for nothing. So this information is very important. So I'm going to drop the link of that communique in the description of this video, and also in the comment section, so you can just click on it and download it. Okay, you can click on it and download it and know the exact documents you have to prepare. Now, for those of you who are in Yaoundé, if you need help in preparation of your documents, you can get to me. I'm also going to put my number in the comment section and in the description, so you can get to me via WhatsApp, and then I'm going to give you the procedure and everything. I can even help you to compile your documents. I just give you the allowance you have to give, the documents you have to give me to compile and give you, and you go and deposit. So you need to know the documents you have to deposit. Okay, now what do you need to do next? You need to know the exact day that the deadline of the deposition of your documents. First of all, it is possible to write the both fields. It's possible to write engineering and architecture, because they are written on separate days, and the deposition of the documents deadline are on separate days as well. Engineering is on the 11th of August, and architecture is on the 18th of August. So those are the deadlines to deposit your documents for engineering and architecture. 11 for engineering and 18 for architecture. They always have a 1 week gap, even when they are writing a Concour. Now, when are they writing a Concour? Engineering is going to be written on the 3rd of September. It's a Sunday. It's always on a Sunday. And architecture will be written 1 week later. So 3 plus 7 days you're going to get. I don't know if it's 11 or it's 10th of September, but I just know for engineering, just take the next week Sunday. So engineering is the first Sunday of September. The architecture is the second Sunday of September. So you can do the calculation and know the exact day. But nevertheless, in the communique I'm going to, in the link to the communique, you're going to get all those informations there. Okay, now what are the subjects that are written in the Concour? What are the subjects? You have 5 different subjects. You have mathematics. This is in order. You have mathematics, you have physics, you have chemistry, you have English language, you have French language, and you have general knowledge. So you have mathematics, physics, chemistry, English, French, and general knowledge. In fact, there are 6 of them, you see, and it is MCQ, a total of 100 MCQs. Sorry, a total of 100 questions here, but mathematics is always MCQs, physics, chemistry as well, English, French as well, but general knowledge this time around is always divided into MCQ and structural. So they could maybe give you 2 MCQ questions, maybe who is the president of Cameroon, they give you the 4 options, or who is the director of public works Yaounde, they give you the 4 options. All right, and then you choose the correct answer. Now what about the other 3 structural? The other 3 structural questions of general knowledge, now they always have maybe like 2 math questions there, 2 logic questions that they can say, okay, if you add 2 to a number and you divide it by 5, what is the response? Things like that, you see now. Or they can give you, in fact, when I'm going to talk about past questions later, so you're going to know exactly how to get the past questions. Okay, so in both engineering and architecture, those are the subjects written, and it's a duration of 4 hours. 4 hours straight, you don't break. So they begin exam at 8 a.m. You have to be in your center, your writing center at 7 a.m. At 8 a.m. exam is beginning. It finishes at 12 p.m. You go home and go and sleep. All right. So that's just basically for both engineering and architecture. It's like that. So engineering, architecture, yes, those are the subjects that are written there. These are the subjects that are written there. And the Concour syllabus for both engineering and architecture is the same. You have 40 MCQs in maths, you have 30 in physics, you have 15 in chemistry, you have 5 in general knowledge, you have 5 in French, and you have 5 in English. Alright, whether you're an anglophone or a francophone, all of you guys are writing the same thing. It's not like concours like medicine, where those who are anglophones write French and francophones write English. Here in public works, anglophones and francophones write French and English, though it's MCQ and it's not difficult. But pure anglophones like some of us who were writing the Concour and knew that we have already filled 5 questions, we have no choice. We just have to learn the French and see how we can conjugate verbs and all the rest, and go and try our best, because that's an elimination factor for people who are not really versed with French. That's those from the Northwest and Southwest that school there. All right, but it's not a problem. Just try your best and pray to God that this section of the Concour does not eliminate you. You have to pray, because me, I knew very well that after the Concour I failed all the questions in French, so it was not a doubt to me. Even when I was the first day I started preparing for the Concour, I knew that I'm working on 95, and I was trying my best to score 95 on 95 and see what becomes of. But the French, I was just saying that maybe it's tumu that I'm going to do, because it was not going. Those of you who are in the Anglophone regions, you better understand. We are together, don't bother. I'm always praying for you people. Okay, now what next am I going to tell you people? So we have talked about the Concour syllabus, the subjects written in the Concour. What again? Okay, so I've already given you guys a deadline of writing a Concour. I've also given you guys in fact, you're going to find some other information that I've not given you guys on the arete. You see, now you're going to find it there on the arete, where to deposit your files, the files you have to compile, the requirements. Please, advanced level. Public works is not asking for ordinary level there. There's no ordinary level there. They need only your advanced level. In advanced level, you have to pass. In fact, you have to pass advanced level with at least 2 subjects, and these 2 subjects are supposed to be, in fact, these are the requirements. Let me take it clear. Either you have maths and physics, or you have maths and chemistry. So if you have maths and physics, you are eligible to write public works. If you have maths and chemistry, you are eligible to write public works. Okay. If you don't have these 2 combinations that I've given to you, it is or. It is not and. It is or. So maths and physics, that is where the and is. So math is pairing with physics, or math is pairing with chemistry. So in a nutshell, you must have maths, and then you now say, okay, if you have math with physics, fine. If you have math with chemistry, fine. If you have math with any other subject which is not physics or chemistry, sorry, you cannot write a Concour. Okay, you cannot write a Concour. So these are already some things you should be thinking about. Do you pass maths? If yes, do you have maths and physics or maths and chemistry? Than to waste your money to go and register for the Concour, whereas your documents are going to be rejected when you're going to be depositing, because you lack you're not eligible with a certain criteria, and there is no ordinary level asked because they believe that all of you have passed ordinary level. So it's a Concour that don't ask for your ordinary level. It's not even as a requirement in the slip. Okay, it's not even as a requirement in the communique. Ordinary level is not needed. Advanced level, math physics or math chemistry, you're eligible to write a Concour. Okay, like I said, there are many other things that I've not said, but they are there on the arete. They are there on the arete. Let me highlight another key aspect. Now, imagine that, okay, you want to do civil engineering. You say that yes, public works offer civil engineering. Okay, now this is the thing. When you go to public works now, you don't go and do civil engineering. If you write under the engineering cycle, when you enter year 1, all of you that are doing engineering, you'll be in one class. Whether you came to public works to come and do which type of engineering, once you wrote and you pass under engineering, all of you will be in the same class. Okay, year 1 and year 2, you are going to be in the same class. It's in year 3 now that you specialize in your field. That okay, I actually came to this school to do civil engineering. Then you now, when they are going to launch choosing of fields, you're going to choose civil engineering. But now there is something. Choosing civil engineering does not mean that you're going to do civil engineering. You get a point now? So you can go to public works to do civil engineering. At the end of the day, you don't do civil engineering. Why? Because your results never permitted you to do civil engineering. Okay, so that's one of the things that when you enter the school, you have to work. A lot of work has to be put in place for you to be able to choose your field by yourself, not the school choosing for you. So when you enter the school, it's another process. We are going to be there to orientate you guys Anglophones are entering. So you're going to have a proper orientation when you enter, when you pass the Concour. I'm just going to put my number here. Yes, because you guys are going to need me very well once you pass the Concour. It's very important not to commit the mistakes that we entered and committed, because we never had guide, we never had mentors, we never had people that will guide us through or whatsoever. So but now we have mastered the school system already, so we are available to help our brothers that are coming so that we succeed together. So please, when you come to school, I pray you pass. Study hard so that you choose the field you want to do, because at the end of the day, you can want to do civil engineering, but now your results of level 1 and level 2 don't permit you to do it. So you see, for you to be able to choose the field you want, your results have to speak for it. Because at the end of the day, if you're 300 in class, 150 students are allocated for civil engineering. So if you are not among the first 150 students, you are not going to choose for yourself, because the first 150 students that when they choose, when they give a choice, the choice goes to them. From the rest now, they'll start now saying that okay, maybe in this 150 students, some people do not choose civil engineering. Just know that majority of those who are writing public works want to do civil engineering. Okay, that's is clear. Majority of them want to do civil engineering. And you see, like when I was in level 1, if you enter any class, you ask somebody, if you enter the amphi, and then you just meet some francophones. In fact, you just ask anybody what do you want to do, everybody will be saying GC, that's génie civil. At the end of the day, not everybody will do génie civil. Those other fields will go, who will do them? Is it ants or the director will come and do them? So you see, at the end of the day, we have no choice. All right, so you have to work hard, extremely hard, to be able to choose your field. What should I tell you guys again? What you have to know? Okay, how to effectively prepare for the Concour. Now, let me just give you, let me just gist you how I prepared for the Concour. So back then, I think in 2019, I was preparing for the Concour. We had questions from 2010 to this engineering, because I'm doing engineering, I'm not doing architecture. Back then, we had questions from 2010 to 2018 because we were writing in 2019. So having questions from 2010 to 2018, me, I solved those questions 12 times. All right, many people will not believe, but there are proofs to it. Yes, there are proofs to it. I solved them 12 times, meaning that I solved from 2010 to 2018. That's how many years? That's 9 years. I solved it 12 times completely. You see, so you just need to know, because me, I saw that the Concour was very competitive. It was very, very competitive. Imagine that 5,000, no, in our year we got around 8,000 and they needed 280 people. Just imagine. So imagine that. Let me just break it down. Where's my calculator? Let me look for a calculator and punch it. So I give you guys the exact, like, I kind of give you the exact probability for you to pass the Concour. That's if we minimize the cases, if we take the minimum number of people writing. Let's just say, okay, 5,000 people want to write this Concour and 300 people are needed, for example. Okay, let me punch. The probability for you to pass, okay, is what? Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes is 300. Total number of outcomes is 5,000. So you have 300 divided by 5,000. This is 0.06. So it's very close to 0. So the probability for you to pass the Concour is 0.06. Now let us look for the probability for you to fail. Just take 1 minus 0.06. 0.94. You see, it's very close to 1. So it is more probable for you to fail the Concour than to pass the Concour. You get a sense now? So you see that the Concour is extremely competitive. What will you do that somebody is not going to do? Like, all of you are preparing for the Concour. So you start having thoughts like, what can I do that these people are not going to do? That these 8,000 people or 5,000 people are not going to do for me to be able to enter this school? So you have to pray. You have to pray very hard. You have to fast if possible. Because you can be very intelligent but you fail the Concour. Because the Concour it's not for intelligent people, it's for smart people. It's MCQ. You must not know. Okay, you must not know the answer before you pass. Alright, but it's important to know now so that you have your self-confidence that at least I've left the hall knowing that I've passed this one, I've passed this one, I've passed this one, and all the rest. But I remember very well I failed the first question in the hall. Though there was no answer. Yes, there was no answer to, no, it's the second question. There was no answer to it, but I failed it according to the responses that my friends were giving me. Thank God that there was no answer. So when we left the hall, I said, guy, what do you have here? I even met some francophones because I knew them already. By that time, I met some francophones and I asked those ones that were tough in maths. They told me that my response was this, my response was this. But that was my first response here. Then I now cancelled it and I put another one. Thank God at the end of the day there was no response to that answer. So I think the question was annulled, because when now we're preparing students the next year, we have to solve that paper, and I was a person to solve that paper in the prep group that I'm teaching. Okay, so because I was assistant issues, so they gave me the responsibility of solving it. So when I took it out to solve it now, by that time you know that there's a difference between you being a student and preparing for the Concour and you being a teacher. You being a teacher means you have to do everything to be able to solve all the questions. You see now. So I now sat down and then I saw means that this question there was no even answer to it. Say maybe that's why, maybe if I could fail this question like that, I could even fail the Concour. You just having some kind of thoughts like that. So at the end of the day, please guys, prepare effectively. How? If you look at this monitor, if you look at your screen, if you look at this slide, you're going to see, let me use the pointer. You're going to see this www.estudyuniverse.com. This is the MAFA website. Okay, it's the MAFA website. Unfortunately, we're not able to upload contents that will help you to prepare effectively for your concours. But now something is very important on the side: past questions and solutions. For those of you who don't have past questions, probably what questions are rare. That's the first thing. If you have not gone to a prep class, in fact, whether you have gone to a prep class or not, we are already into this thing, so we know it better. Whether you have gone to a prep class or not, in your prep class, you are not going to have 2022, 2021, 2020 with solutions here. You can have the questions but without solutions. Okay, you'll be rare. Maybe they'll do it at the end. But nevertheless, it's like that, because even in the prep class that I teach there as the HOD and engineering coordinator, we don't even have it in the book, but me I have it. Alright, so I give the students, we prepare together. That's just the advantage that the students have already. So for those of you who don't have the questions in fact 2022 is not yet out. That's the first thing you should note. It usually comes out 2 weeks before the concours, because on the previous paper they write on the paper So you answer on the paper and pass the paper. So the questions don't filter around that like the other concours. I can easily get it. So it's 2 weeks that the questions are always released by a certain group like that. I don't want to call the name, but when it's time, it's going to be uploaded to the MAPA website. So on this website, those who are writing engineering, you're going to find 2021, 2020, 2020, 2019, 2018, and 2017 questions from maths to general knowledge. All right, all the 100 MCQs, you have to purchase them if you're interested. I think you're going to go and see the price there, but whether it is 500 or how much, I don't really know. The guys that are uploading it there, I don't really know, but because me, I'm working there on the solutions. Okay, I dedicated myself to work on the solutions and make sure that the solutions are as perfect as possible, because it is a trusted organization already that students trust. So I have to make sure that I don't give a solution to anybody to do it. I try to do it by myself. If I give somebody to do it, I'll have to cross-check it and make sure that everything is okay, all the answers are okay, all the explanations are okay, so that it's going to be student friendly, so that you can read and then you try to even apply the methodology in other questions if you don't want to buy other solutions of other years. So that's how the solutions are. So you can get to the website, all right, but don't get to it now. In fact, this video, just check the date of this video first of all. I think this is 31st of July. Those questions and solutions will be available from the 2nd of August, so 2 days from now. So if you're watching this video after, just go to the website already and check. But if you're watching a video when 2nd of August have not reached, just be waiting. Okay, just be waiting. I'll always be updating you guys. I'll be coming and posting on this very I'll be coming and commenting here. If when the questions are ready and some other things, I'll be coming and commenting on this video. So always be coming and checking this video once in a while in the comment section to see to verify. But anyways, I'm going to put my number, so that those of you who want to get to me and you want to facilitate your process of getting to the website, because you might get to the website and it's a little bit complicated for you to use and purchase what you need, but nevertheless you can get to me. I'm going to clear the path, let's then put it that way. Okay, so that's engineering. Architecture I have from 2017, because architecture actually started in 2017. So 2017 right to 2021, the questions and not all solutions are ready. In fact, when I'm saying solutions now, please, it's just math solutions here, because that's my specialty. And specialize just in math. So for the physics part, maybe you might just see the letters to the right answers or some solutions, but not like really detailedly explained. But when you see the math, which is the major, because the physics is advanced level, chemistry is advanced level, is the math that it might look advanced level, but when you see the equation, you'll be shocked again that I cannot solve this question, or I can solve and have the wrong answer, and you see the answer there and you pick it. That's how public works is. So it's for those who are smart, not those who are intelligent. Okay, that's how I always tell students. All right, so questions and solutions there. I'm trying to round up to make the solutions as perfect as possible, to always cross-check the solutions and make sure that there are no errors there, because you can some few questions might repeat, and then if you take a wrong solution and just go and tick, you might fail the Concour because of that particular error. So I'm trying my best to make sure that it is as perfect as possible. All right, don't bother, you can trust the website, it's going to be perfect, because I spend sleepless nights to do these things. All right, so for those of you who want to prepare even for the other concours, right, maybe subtic, that's called a post, FET, Faculty of Engineering and Technology in Boya, College of Technology in Boya and Bamenda Court, Polytechnic Bamenda, that's the National Higher Institute of Polytechnic Bamenda, that's NAPI. You can find the questions, even the entrance examination into medicine. I don't know how they usually call that their thing. Is it Faculty of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences, odontostomatology? Those things are biting my tongue. So I don't even know, but medicine Concour now, even nursing, you can find the questions on the website. You just need to go there and purchase what you need. If you need questions are there. You see the price to purchase if you're interested. If you need solutions, you go, you see solutions you take the solutions that you need. Okay, for public works, the solutions are going to be divided into math, physics, and all the rest, but mostly you'll be seeing the maths and then maybe at the end of the math you might see answers to physics. Okay, because I actually have classmates that are specialists in physics, but they don't have time to type, because you know that this thing requires a lot of typing and presentation. So they can just solve, and also they usually solve on pieces of papers and scan and send to me that this is it, this is that, and all the rest. But I'm not usually having time to type, and maybe I can actually upload that one free for everybody. That's the ones that are handwritten. Yes, because that one, it can be free for everybody. Yes, but now the ones that I've taken my time, explain everything detailedly, so that if you have not prepared for the Concour, you can be able to know that, and now you have read something that is nice. All right, so even for the rest of the Concours, for the other just that today I was presenting about public works, I'm also going to present about the other engineering concours that I am very versed with. Okay, or I'm going to get to students of those schools that are in higher levels, that have mastered the school well, so they can better talk to you about the schools. And then I'm going to post the video here also, so you learn more about the school. So guys, there are many things to be said, but I'm not going to say everything. Like I said, as not organized information, so maybe some things I've skipped my mind. Just ask your questions in the comment section or whatsoever. I'm going to reply to you. I'll make sure I reply to you. Make sure you share this video, because many students are ignorant about all these things I'm saying. All right, so make sure you share this video so that the video is being watched by many people who want to write a Concour. If you're a parent and you're watching, if you're a teacher, share with your students, because they need to know these things, because it's going to help them. Lack of information brings about deformation, so be very vigilant. Once you lack information, you're going to be deformed. All right, so don't be ignorant about things like this. If you have a question, ask in the comment section. If you want another school to be presented with little details like this, ask in the comment section. I'm going to bring people that are going to present it to you guys. All right guys, thank you for watching. The video is already long. It's around 36 minutes already that I'm just speaking, and I'm not even feeling that I've started speaking, because there are so many things that you don't yet know about this school. In fact, my life in the school, or the environment of the school and whatsoever, there are many things that you don't know. You have to know, because those things might motivate you. They might motivate you to want to write a Concour. Yes, the environment is very nice. We are taught by Italians in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. We are taught by Italians. So just imagine, my best math teacher was an Italian professor. I'm going to give credit to him, Professor Paolo Giotto. That was my best math teacher. And then, if some of you know AIMS Cameroon, African Institute of Mathematical Sciences, the director of just that he's late, may so rest in peace. He was actually our math teacher also. He taught us linear algebra in year 1. I don't know if it's year 1 or it's in year 2 that he taught us linear algebra. I've forgotten, or fundamental of mathematical analysis. I've just forgotten, but those guys teach extremely well. Meaning, when I say teachers teach extremely well now, it's actually from there that you actually, like, those of you who love mathematics, you actually get to understand why things are the way they are, because those teachers take you from the basics. That is, they break down the concepts, and you actually understand that okay, this is where this thing came from, this is where this thing came from. And they teach in English, though some of them teach in French, but their exams are in English. But now we also have French professors. So public works is bilingual, 30% English, 70% French. So don't be thinking that people should not lie you that it's only English that they teach them English. It's a lie. That's how they will also lie us. But I'm telling you the truth. It is 30% English. In fact, as you're going up now, as your level is increasing, the ratio of English to French is kind of maybe trying to balance up. But year 1, majority was French. Yes, majority was French. And then minority was English but that's all. The guys who taught us in English were just the Italian professors. All right, so it's a very good school, and I advise you guys to write a Concour. Nobody should discourage you to write a Concour. It's just that it's not having a system. So if I want to say everything here, we might not stop talking. All right, so see you guys in the next video. Just ask your questions. I'm going to answer in the comment section. Make sure you share this video. I'm very concerned with sharing this video. Subscribe to the channel so that when other videos will be uploaded, you just see the notification and you come and watch. Alright, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video.